welcome to another Brickright video. Today we're going to be doing the flow point on the patio from the previous video, so stay tuned. Okay, so the weather's changed again, it's raining again, so we've got to try and get this done. So top tip for you before you start, take your manholes up and out as you'll see us do, because if you don't, the flow point will actually weld that manhole in place and you won't be able to lift it out. So take your manholes out and flow point them separate. Take your drainage channels up because you don't want any flow point getting stuck in there. There's no sump area. You see us doing flow point before with like jet wash off into like a sump area. That's an area where you can wash your flow point off into. We haven't got one here, so what we're going to do, we're going to kind of do it in three. We're going to do this section, then the middle section, and then that top section, and we're going to have to do it on our hands and knees with a sponge as opposed to the jet wash. So here we are then. Just got everything out the van, got it all set up, just about to mix the flow point, and Wales lets us down again. And this is why I just hate Wales, to be honest with you. And hopefully we can, it'll pass and we can come back to you. If not, we're going home and we have to come back again another day, which means as a business you just keep losing money and money and money. And the fact of the matter is, the less you work, the less wages you actually get. There we go then, decision made. Everything we've just got out the garage, pack it all up, stick it back in the van and go home. And if I've been phoning customers saying, you know, we're 8 weeks behind schedule. If anybody is watching of our customers coming up, you now know why we're 8 weeks behind schedule. We're trying our best, we're trying to do the job, and we just can't. Just go home, is it, Frey? Yep. You just have no money, is it, mate? Yep. Yeah, let's do that. Right, we're back. A new day, a new smiley face. Got to get over it. It was all grim and doom and gloom yesterday, but it's dry today, so let's show you the tools of what you're going to need to do your flow pointing. So, squeegee, neoprene squeegee, a drill we've got there, your actual flow point, which is a flow point smooth in the charcoal, a couple of gorilla tubs for your water. We've got a little small wash buoy with a sponge float and two separate sponges. Fraser's got the jet wash on the go there, and this is the Raymonde headlow system with a big sponge on the bottom, you'll see that. And that's about it really. So what we'll do is get ready, get set up and show you how to mix the flow point. So as we said, we're just going to probably do up to you and just do it in three. So Fraser's got the flow point in, and we're going to add some water to it now. Do it a little bit different. Normally put the water in first, mate, don't we? Yeah. So why are we putting the water? Why are we doing it this way then?
Because you don't know how much water to put in. Because you're just mixing it at a random amount.
Can't argue with that one. Right, okay. You want me to put the water in then, do you? Yeah. Let's do it. Well, you could have said that it was on that one, Frey. You bloody twit.
Just it.
Is that on the highest one, or?
No, I wouldn't put any water in there.
No?
No, no.
It's not the best of paddle mixers, that isn't, is it?
No.
No.
Bit more water.
Our paddle mixer blew up, didn't it? So if you were to mix this at the start, per bag, what is it, Frey? How many litres of water is it per bag?
4.25, I think.
4.25 litres of water per bag. So we're mixing this in three. So what we're doing, we're just mixing it to the consistency that we know is right because we've used the product before. So today it's around about 14 degrees. It's not too hot, so it's perfect for flow point. It's not going to set too quick. Everybody asks me, when do you wash the product off? Well, it's different every time, because if it's a hot day, then obviously you could, within 5-10 minutes, you could be wanting to wash it off. like almost immediately. If it's like 8 degrees, you could be waiting 20, 25, 40 minutes or something to wash it off. So it's weather dependent how hot or cold it is to be able to wash the product off. We'll let you know how long it takes on 14 degrees to wash it off today. More water?
No.
More water? Do you want some water, Frey?
No.
Personally? Thinking you might be a little bit warm, like, you know?
No, I'm actually not.
You know? You sure?
I'm actually going to fleece on my jacket on.
Have you?
Yep, quite cold.
Right. So that's the bucket there he's got ready there to wash your tools off. So the flow point is now ready. We've damped this area, just an ever so slight haze of water on the area here behind Frey. So it's just about applying it now. So it's dry, so we're not going to moan. Let's get on with it. So you just put this now in the joint using your squeegee. Try and go 45-degree angle with it. Don't want to be pulling it out the joint, see? There we are. We just keep going like this now. Get all that slurry all down in your joints.
Slurry.
Well, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not a slurry. Oh, I don't bloody know. It's flow point, isn't it? If you damp the wall as well that I'm going up against now with your jet wash, then what you'll find is the flow point. I'm going to have to walk on it at some point, aren't I? Is the flow point then won't stick to the actual wall. You'll be able to get it off. And all the little intricate pieces up against the eco drains, we'll come back to that. Do that once we've done the main gist of it. Likewise around here, around the manhole. Come back to that with like a little mini squeegee. It's just about filling the joint, it is. Try and get all your joints nice and full. And then when you're happy, just try and scrape it all back. Bear in mind that it is a rapid set product, but at the same time, the last thing you want to do is panic. Because if you start rushing it, you start panicking, then all hell's going to break loose. So just be mindful of the product and what it can do, and it is a rapid set product, but at the same time, you just want to be doing it at the right speed, the right time, and make sure all your joints are full. What do you reckon, Frey? I said it right so far?
Yeah. Off from the slurry.
Off from the slurry bit. Right, so what we do now, if you come over here, I can't get in here with a big squeegee, look. So I've got these little squeegee things. You just get them off Amazon. And what I can do, I can use that, the baby squeegee, to get that in these little tight areas. Or if you haven't got one of these, you could use a gauging trowel or any kind of trowel really. Same thing, just make sure that you're happy and the joint is full. Right. And then get rid of all your excess. So we got the majority of it in up to where we said, look. So Fraser's just using that small squeegee now just to get into these fine little intricate gaps between the eco drain and the paving. So 10 to 10 in the morning we put this in. You can see the problem we've got is it's quite windy, so the wind is actually drying the product out. So again, don't panic. Now the key with flowpoint is when that there is firm to touch. Watch, it's not firm to touch. It's not, it's still setting in the joint. So I suppose what you'd do now as a DIY, you'd see that panic and you'd start sponging or start jet washing. Well, it's not the right time to. So what we're going to do is, if you can just dance the jet wash over that again, grease free. You just keep it damp. There we are, that's it. And that, what that'll do, that'll just stop the product setting, like I keep saying, on the actual paving. So we're going to keep an eye on this now, and what we'll do is when it's ready to sponge, I'll show you the consistency you need in the joint for when you can when it's ready to sponge. So bear with. So 18 minutes we've waited now, and we've been keeping an eye on it, right? And this is the most critical bit now, to know when you're going to clean the flow point off, right? So if you watch my finger again now, I'm pressing there now quite firmly, right? And I'm not leaving a fingerprint, and it's not moving out of the joint. So now we got to get busy and we got to start sponging and we got to start getting it off. So let's get on with it. So there we are. Fraser will just go now in a 45-degree angle and just keep cleaning his sponge off in the pedalo system. So as you can see, it's coming off, but it's going to be a bit of a process, which is why we've only kind of gone up to here. We've broken it down into 3. So we'll get the gist of it off, doing what Fraser's doing. And then what we'll do is the sides, we'll probably have to hands and knees and just a normal sponge in this little bad boy, and get those bits off. And then we'll come back to the manhole separate. So again, you're just trying to stick to that 45. Don't put any pressure on the sponge. Just let the sponge do the work, because you don't want to actually start wetting up your joint and pulling the flow point out of your joints. You're not always going to be able to go 45, but he's doing his best. So you get the gist of it. I'm going to have to go and give him a hand. So let's get it all off, and we'll show you what it's like when we manage to get it all off. So at this point now, me and Frey have got all the bits on the sides to show you. So all through there, the majority of it is the black stuff. The grout is off. All the eco drains are clean. So what we're going to do now, there's a slight haze. So what Fraser suggested is we just jet wash this now into the eco drain, but we got no sump area, so the eco drains are draining out and they're just going down these steps and down there into decking. So we didn't want black sludge going down there. So if we jet wash it off now, it's going to be relatively clean and we can clean that off. So we'll jet wash it, mate, is it? Jet wash the end of it. So that's what we're going to do right now. The joint's set now, but you still need to be careful. You don't want to go putting it on the maximum pressure on the jet wash, and you need to be holding it at like a 45-degree angle. Put it on a medium and keep your lance away from the joint, because at this point you do tend to take a little bit of the joint out because it's not gone off 100%. Yeah, I will show you. Yeah, he's setting that up onto a medium jet wash now. Look, you see how he's like a 45-degree angle and he's keeping his lance away from the paving. That's what you want to be looking for. there we are. We'll get that clean now, get that bit done. Move on to this next bit. And for the next bit, we'll set you up on a hyperspace. Well, I was going to show you this, people, how to do this. There's the 3 manholes, but basically it took me so long to get it in between the edges and stuff. By the time I got to this one, the flow point was nearly set, so I was had like squeaky bum time and couldn't stop and talk to you. So do apologise, but basically all you do is you get your flow point, and quite simply you just fill all the gaps up with it, sponge it off. Fraser's jet washed it, it's all set, it's all ready to go back in. So that's that. There we are. Look, the reason why we did it separately, all that manhole now is all nice and clean. All the perimeter edge of that hasn't got flow point in it, so we can put the manholes back, screw them down, and when the customer wants to take them out, you can lift them out. It won't be welded with flow points. All the manholes have been cleaned, there's no flow point down, and we've kept it away. If you're wondering what's happened with that slab, I think somebody, maybe one of us, has walked on it because it had sunk and there was a dip there which the customer pointed out this morning. So we've lifted that, we're going to relay it. The bad news is we've flow pointed all this and now we haven't got enough flow point for that there. So it's an absolute bloody nightmare because we're going to have to buy another bag of flow point now and come back. But there we are, it is what it is. We just got to smile and wave and get on with it. So there we go then, finished, all finished, but not quite. All the pointing, the flow point is in. There's the manhole, look, that's done. Issue is that slab that we had to replace, and they've replaced one on the front that we did as well, not through to us, through Virgin wanted to get their cable in, so we got to come back. We got to buy another whole bag of flow point to do this or that, and then one at the front, which is a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. These people are nice clients who've looked after us, so obviously we're going to come back. But yeah, that's the nearly finished article, but you get the gist of it. So there we are then, beautiful patio in a beautiful country with lots and lots of sunshine. As I said at the start of the video, if you want to visit Wales, please come, because it's always sunshine in Wales. It's beautiful, beautiful country, isn't it, Frey?
Lovely. So
we'll sign out with that. Patio's done. We came back to do that bit of pointing. Customer's happy, I'm happy, chilled out. See you on the next one. Cheers.